Hi, my name is Chantel. I'm a beauty photographer based in Sydney, and today I'll be reviewing the new Profoto Pro D3. The first thing I noticed when taking the Pro D3 out of the box is its build quality. It feels a lot more sturdier and more robust than the D2. The Pro D3 head is built to last. It's really reliable, which is really important for high volume shoots. So shooting for campaigns or e-commerce, this isn't going to die on you, which is great. What I like most about the Pro D3 is the quality of light. I really like that the beam is really sharp, and so it's great for replicating that direct sunlight, which I love using on my shoots. When I look into the shadows, the quality of light is just really, really sharp, and it's something I look for when I'm purchasing a light. I also noticed that it was able to keep up with me. There's a particular brand I work for that requires a lot of high energy and a lot of movement, and if I'm shooting really fast and using another flash unit, sometimes the flash isn't able to keep up with the amount of shots that I'm taking. The Pro D3 head is great because it is actually able to keep up with me, and when I look back on my computer, there are no black frames. The other great thing about this light is that it's so high powered that you can use it to bounce light into walls or ceilings, which is something I really love doing in my work because I love that soft quality of light it's able to produce. The build quality is definitely different. We've updated the handle and the adapter stand, just a lot more easier to use. The tightening knob's also been updated. It's got almost like teeth in it, which means that when you are changing the angle of your light, it just sort of does it smoother, it clicks in. I think the main benefit for the simplified buttons is that you can really change your settings a lot faster and more seamlessly than the previous unit. You can essentially control everything through this main dial as opposed to different buttons that control different things. Another benefit of the updated mount is that it enables you to put on bigger modifiers onto your lights, and because it's a lot more sturdier, it means that with those bigger mounts, you don't have to worry about it falling over. I think the hardest thing with using flash is that you can't really see where the light is going. With the new Profoto D3 heads, they've got a LED modeling lamp, and that essentially means that you can really see what the light is going to do on your subject or the products that you're photographing, which makes it sort of easier to place your light, and this essentially gives me more time to be creative. Consistency is another really great thing about this light. When shooting all day, there won't be any shifts in color, which is super important, especially when shooting e-commerce or campaign imagery. It just saves you time in post-production because of that consistency. You're not needing to then go back in post and try to match all the frames to each other. So the unit has removable and fixable parts, which means that instead of sending it off to get repaired, you can actually do those repairs yourself, which means there's no downtime and you won't be missing your unit. So the Pro D3 head is actually a hybrid of the D2s and a floor pack. Normally you would only be able to get such high-powered lighting in a floor pack, and now all of that power is sort of contained in one unit, which is great because it's more accessible and more affordable. The Profoto Pro D3 head has 3 different lighting modes: freeze, boost, and preserve mode. Boost mode allows the flash to deliver a higher power output than its normal maximum. This is particularly useful when an extra light is needed on set, such as in larger setups or shooting at greater distances. Freeze mode features an ultra-short flash duration, making it possible to freeze motion and capture sharp, detailed images rapidly of moving subjects. Shooting with preserve mode on will mean that your flash tube will last longer and you don't have to replace it as often. I recently used the Pro D3 head on a shoot which required me to freeze motion. I was able to use high-speed sync in order to freeze the model's hair. We had the hairstylist blowing some wind into the model's hair, and the light was able to keep up and really freeze the motion of the hair into really crisp, beautiful images. For me, Profoto is an industry standard brand for flash lighting. It's reliable, it's consistent, which is really important for shooting on commercial jobs where consistency and reliability are so important. If you're interested in the Profoto Pro D3 flash, then head into Georges Cameras for all things Profoto, or visit the website georges.com.au.